Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is the main competitor of William Samoei Arap Ruto late come 2027 presidential election? Is it Fred Okengo Matiang'I? Is it Rigathi Gachagua? Is it Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Is it Eugene Wamalwa? Is it Natembeya? Or is it Martha Karua? Because those are the political leaders who have actually come to the public, and they have said that they are going to compete against William Samoei Arap Ruto if their coalition is going to give them a go ahead. And that is why I'm asking that question. Who is the main competitor of William Samoei Arap Ruto? I would like you to drop your comment, because that is what is going to form a basis. If it is Rigathi Gachagua, just say Rigathi Gachagua. If it is Fred Okengo Matiang'I, just say Fred Okengo Matiang'I. If it is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, just say like that. If it is Eugene Wamalwa, Natembeya, just put their names down in the message column below. But if I was to be faced with the same question, which I have asked you, for me, I could say the main competitor who is worrying William Samoei Arap Ruto so much, it is Fred Okengo Matiang'I. I have my reasons why I believe so. And that is actually what I am going to share with you this day. But before I dive in and try to dissect for you why I believe Fred Okengo Matiang'I is the main challenger of William Samoei Arap Ruto, and he is the man who Ruto fears so much, I could request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and also hit the notification bell, because once you hit the notification bell, you give YouTube permission so that you can get notified whenever we upload any political content into YouTube. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you so much. May God bless you, because you always give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. Now, let us go back to the discussion. The main challenger of William Samoei Ruto, the man who William Samoei Arap Ruto knows that if this man will be selected by the side of opposition to challenge me for presidency, let come 2027, probably he will take me home. And I have said that that man is not Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. That man is not Rigathi Gachagua. That man is not Eugene Wamalwa. He is not either Martha Karua, but he is Fred Okengo Matiang'I. Why am I saying this? Fred Okengo Matiang'I is actually a person who many people from all walks of lives in this republic called Kenya associate themselves with, because of his tremendous good job he did while working for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And therefore, this man called Fred Okengo Matiang'I attracts a lot of votes from the entire republic of this nation. So that's the first thing. So he actually attracts many voters in this nation, because people know this is a no-nonsense person, because people know that this person can be Mr. Fix-It. He can make our economy to be back. It can make the security dockets to work. It can make the side of education to work and to work better for the Kenyans. So he is a no-nonsense person. So that's why Fred Okengo Matiang'I attracts votes from the entire Republic of Kenya. Another thing which actually makes William Samoei Arap Ruto to fear Fred Okengo Matiang'I and see that this is my main challenger, it is because Fred Okengo Matiang'I is seen as a unifying factor in this republic, because Fred Okengo Matiang'I has not been represented into the Kenyans as a tribal chief, as a person who is the kingpin of the Gusii nation. But the people who are supporting Fred Okengo Matiang'I comes from every tribe in this republic. And that means Fred Okengo Matiang'I has actually been projected as a national leader, as a figure who can unify this nation, and he cannot polarize the nation. Because if you look somebody like Rigathi Gachagua is actually being seen as a person who has a lot of votes, and mainly from Mount Kenya. But he is a figure who can polarize completely this nation, who can really make other tribes in this nation feel that they don't have a stake in their country. And that is why he cannot be the main challenger of William Samoei Arap Ruto. But look at Fred Okengo Matiang'I. If you do your opinion polls, you will find that in each tribe, in each region of this nation, people feel that Fred Okengo Matiang'I is the right person to go for presidency and to unseat President William Samoei Arap Ruto. And because he is seen as a unifying factor in this nation, that is why you will find that William Samoei Arap Ruto knows that if people goes around this person from the side of opposition, they shelves their ambition. Let's say the political class from the side of opposition. Rigathi Gachagua shelves his political what? Political advancement. Then you also find Simi Kalonzo Musyoka also shelving his political ambition. The same with Martha Karua. The same with Eugene. The same with probably Maraga. Then you will find that Fred Okengo Matiang'I will be quite powerful. And that is why William Samoei Ruto is fearing so much about Fred Okengo Matiang'I. Also, lastly, if you look at the side of opposition and ask yourself this question, which leader can attract a lot of funding for presidency, let's come 2027? You will find that if it is Rigathi Gachagua, it will also only attract funding from the Mount Kenya people and not all. But if you look at Fred Okengo Matiang'I can attract funding from major political leaders in this republic. He can also attract funding internationally because from the international community, they feel that this man, Fred Okengo Matiang'I, is Mr. Fix-It. He is the person who they can put their money on his side. So Fred Okengo Matiang'I can attract a lot of funding within Kenya and from outside this republic. And if he gets all that funding, then he can compete probably successfully with William Samoei Ruto, who is very much loaded with money, who is so much loaded with the finances for campaigning. So the person who can get that much funding to compete with William Samoei Arap Ruto. It is Fred Okengo Matiang'I. And that is why of late, Fred Okengo Matiang'I is, William Samoei Arap Ruto is doing all he can to discredit Fred Okengo Matiang'I. William Samoei Ruto wants first to break the opposition. And that is why in my recent video, I said that if Rigathi Gachagua is going to go for presidency, then he has fallen into the trap of William Samoei Arap Ruto. Then the dream of William Samoei Ruto actually dividing opposition, it has come to being. And that means that there is no person within the opposition, even if it is Fred Okengo Matiang'I, will challenge him once opposition is divided. And that is actually what William Samoei Ruto is doing, and he is doing that successfully. But doing that to stop who? To stop Fred Okengo Matiang'I. Because if the side of opposition divides and they don't fall into Fred Okengo Matiang'i's side, then William Samoei Ruto knows that then I am going to win. Then look at what is happening in the Gusii nation. President William Samoei Ruto is using all the resources to make sure that he has a stake in the Gusii nation. And once he will have a stake, that is another way of breaking Fred Okengo Matiang'I. And that is why now William Samoei Ruto is investing so much on the Gusii politics. That is why recently he called the leaders associated to his political side to State House. And within no time, he called leaders who are associated to Simbarati to State House. And he is also funding leaders who are associated with UDA as a political party, as a ruling party, and who comes from the Gusii nation. Look at this man who is on the side of education. He's now calling people and he's telling them, you must support William Samoei Ruto. Look at what Silvano Sosoro are doing. The Nyariba Richache MP, what he's doing. They are campaigning so hard to make sure that they have divided the votes of Fred Okengo Matiang'I in the Gusii nation. And once they will be able to do that, they can project Fred Okengo Matiang'I to the public that what can Fred Okengo Matiang'I be able to do if he doesn't have all the votes in his own native home, Gusii land. So William Samoei Ruto actually fears Fred Okengo Matiang'I so much because he is the main challenger in the side of opposition. And that is why he's doing all that. And he knows that Fred Okengo Matiang'I also can attract the votes from the western part of Kenya. Remember, William Samoei Ruto also want to lock the western, want to lock the Luo Nyanza, want to lock the coast. But he knows that it is very easy for Fred Okengo Matiang'I to attract huge following from the western part of Kenya, from the coastal part of Kenya. And William Samoei Ruto is doing all he can to block Fred Okengo Matiang'I from entering those parts, to undermine Fred Okengo Matiang'I, and to project Fred Okengo Matiang'I as a weak candidate who cannot be able to consolidate even the votes from his native home, the Gusii land. And that is why I've told you that I believe the main competitor for William Samoei Arap Ruto, let come to 2027 presidential election, is actually Fred Okengo Matiang'I. What do you have to say about all that? Do you believe that Fred Okengo Matiang'I is the main competitor of William Samoei Arap Ruto, or there is another political leader in the side of opposition who you believe that he can be also the main competitor of William Samoei Arap Ruto? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly take a minute, subscribe please. Please hit the notification bell. Please like the video and share the video to your friends. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you so much. You really give me the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye.